Hello and welcome. My name is Michael and I'm a channel sales engineer at Jamf. Today's session, What is Jamf Safe Internet, showcases our internet security tool designed specifically for education. Before we dive in, let's understand the why of Jamf Safe Internet and why security within education is needed. Here are some numbers highlighting the importance of security within education. Enterprise is no longer the only industry to be hacked or attacked. And last year, universities were the third highest to be attacked after healthcare and finance. With more learning time online, schools are more vulnerable to various online threats. They need solutions that address the concerns for both students and staff. But why do schools need Jamf Safe Internet? Well, there's been a steady rise in the number of hours students spend online, along with how many of them have access to a device. And COVID-19 acted as a catalyst for both of these trends, driving the amount of time spent online up and the number of school-issued devices to students increasing. The issue that we are presented with is allowing students access to the right learning materials, whilst also protecting them from targeted attacks. To help tackle this, we have a solution designed specifically for education, Jamf Safe Internet. We ensure students have access to appropriate websites and protect them against malware network threats, spam and phishing attacks. Jamf Safe Internet closely integrates with our flagship education MDM solution, Jamf School. Admins can configure Safe Internet without ever leaving the familiar and loved interface of Jamf School. And for times when admins need to dig into reports or update some policies, we've designed a brand new console. It's based on our enterprise product, Jamf Security Cloud. And the Jamf Safe Internet console strips away the complexities and focuses on education institutions to help admins in just a few clicks. Safe Internet harnesses that enterprise power, but in a focused way. The database that powers Jamf Safe Internet's content filtering contains a huge number of entries and is ever growing. We currently handle hundreds of millions of requests per day and classify almost all requests on the first try, which is important to ensure when you're trying to keep students safe online. Jamf Security Cloud not only applies content filtering policies, but also evaluates network risks in real time using our threat intelligence engine, Miriam. More on that later. This means teachers and students are also protected from phishing attacks, spam, or malicious web-based threats, which are often delivered through socially engineered attacks, which are becoming more and more popular. Let's have a look at how Jamf Safe Internet, that threat prevention part, is going to work. Social engineering refers to attack where a user is tricked into giving away details while believing they are visiting a legitimate link or website. Here's an example of a text message that is trying to trick a teacher to provide login details for Office 365. If you were to follow this link, you're taken away to a website that looks legitimate for Microsoft. Ultimately, this website is trying to get the user to give up their username and password to their Office account. Although some people would see through this website and see the scam, many would not. For these people, they would just happily give across their details to a malicious source who could potentially empty their bank account. In this case, we've used a text message as an example. But imagine a teacher or student getting an email with a link to reset Azure or Google account details and then unknowingly giving a malicious source access to your system or even exposing student data. With Jamf Safe Internet, as soon as the link is accessed, our threat intelligence engine prevents the user from accessing the site in the same way it would if it was a website that you put into your block policy. This reduces the risk of unknowingly giving away details, as the user doesn't need to try and assess the link or figure out whether the page is legitimate, which is harder and harder to do as attacks become more clever and look more like the real thing. Now let's talk about our powerful one-click connection with Jamf School. With this integration, we can configure and deploy Jamf Safe Internet to your iOS and macOS devices without leaving the Jamf School console. To configure, you simply create a Safe Internet profile. A brand new payload is automatically added and configured when Jamf School and Jamf Safe Internet are connected. From there, simply scope the Safe Internet profile, along with the Jamf Trust app to your devices to start protecting your teachers and students using Jamf Safe Internet's default block policy. Once you have Jamf School and a Safe Internet instance, connect them in Jamf School with one click. A new payload is now available in Jamf School, which automatically enrolls and configures the device to use Jamf Safe Internet. Simply create a new profile and add the payload. To complete our deployment, our profile has to be accompanied by the Jamf Trust app. Admins can acquire licenses for the Jamf Trust app through Apple School Manager, and make sure that you have the licenses synced back to Jamf School. Once you have the app, it's now time to deploy the profile along with the app to our desired group. From there, they will then be deployed automatically when the devices are online. Our device is then enrolled and configured with Jamf Safe Internet, and the default block policy is automatically applied. The student does not need to do anything on the device for this to start working, and will be presented with a block page if they try and access a site out with the policy. We currently have betting and gambling blocked, and our block page is now kicked in, showing that the student can no longer access that site. And we believe in student and teacher privacy, and that's why Jamf Safe Internet has been designed for protection over inspection. This is why Jamf Safe Internet uses the latest DNS over HTTPS, or DOH technology, to keep students and teachers safe without invading privacy. This means that every student or teacher's search query will be encrypted between the device and the DOH gateway, otherwise known as secure DNS, before being processed and evaluated by Jamf Security Cloud. Remember, the Security Cloud is not just controlling access to websites based on categories that either are blocked or allowed, but also evaluating network risks in real time, protecting against phishing pages or malicious or compromised links. Here's a flowchart of how a request from a student's device is managed by Safe Internet. When a request is made, it's sent securely to the DOH gateway, where it will check with Safe Internet if that request is permitted. Safe Internet is not only filtering web content, but also protecting against spam, phishing, and malware detections. Our enterprise AI engine, Miriam, which stands for Machine Intelligence, Real-Time Insights, and Analytics Machine, finds zero-day threats and protects students. If a website request is allowed, the IP address is returned to the student's device and the page is loaded. If the page is blocked, the student is presented with the Safe Internet blocking page. For many schools and IT admins, the one-click deployment with Jamf School is a welcomed and simple workflow, but at Jamf we understand that one size doesn't fit all. That's why we've created a new education console, where you can understand the effects of your work, customize to your needs, and fine-tune your environment. The default policy, which is applied out the box, blocks the most harmful content and is in line with many countries' minimum recommended blocked category lists. But we have other presets available, such as unproductive content, which blocks social media and games to help keep students focused. Further to this, admins can customize each policy in a more granular way. The Safe Internet console also provides a comprehensive view of blocked categories, network usage, malware, spam, and phishing preventions in a privacy-friendly approach that does not inspect a student or a teacher at every move. Let's take a look at some of those features. Our newly designed console is simple, clean, and non-threatening. We have education-focused workflows, such as the domain checker, so you can see how we categorize a domain, and you can request a change if you think it's wrong. And although you can customize more granular policies, admins can also select easy predefined rules that quickly set your policy. Safe Internet configures your policy to block content that is non-compliant with regional child internet safety regulations. This includes adult, gaming, extreme, gambling, illegal, third-party proxies, and tobacco site categories. High bandwidth blocks content that consumes a large amount of data. This also includes audio and video, social media, gaming, and cloud file storage. Unproductive content blocks social media and gaming to keep your students focused. Select one, many, or all depending on your needs. We have separate in-depth reports for content filtering and for security. See requests that have been allowed or blocked over time to help you understand student and teacher usage and needs. With this information, you can help define your block policy if you need to make it more granular. Filters can be applied to reports based on dates, times, categories, and groups, with the ability to export all of the reporting that you find within the console. Within our content policy, we're able to apply search rules to utilize Google Safe Search. YouTube restricted mode can also be applied to protect students and hide mature content. Once we have everything in place, the device is then enrolled and configured with Jamf Safe Internet, and the default block policy is applied. The student doesn't need to do anything on the device for it to start working, and Google Safe Search has been enabled as part of our policy, keeping students safe while browsing the internet. So to wrap it up, we're providing an enterprise-grade, one-click solution for education customers that has been designed from the ground up for the needs of every person in the education space. There's something here for IT teachers, and students. Jamf Safe Internet supports super fast deployment with our flagship education MDM solution, Jamf School. You can configure and deploy to all your devices right from the Jamf School console you're familiar with today. Should you need more advanced functionality over things like policies, configurations, and reports, Jamf Safe Internet has a brand new streamlined console designed with education workflows in mind, making it super easy. Finally, and most importantly, Jamf Safe Internet delivers a privacy-first, Apple-based experience, so you know you can prevent harmful content using Apple native frameworks without invading students' privacy. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you found today useful, and if you do have any questions, reach out to us. Thanks.